Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Breeden. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 22. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They run with Breeden. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Running out of the gun here, Breeden. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
And Tua going to keep on the action.
What the fuck?
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
What
and
the
a big
fuck?
turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Breda. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
A great play there. 97 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Raiders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately, so he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
At the 49-yard line.
This is Breda. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Breida on the carry. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Six nothing our score after one.
With the score, Jets 6, Dolphins nothing.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Breida. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Tackle made by
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. They'll set up a screen for Breida. Skirts by at the 5th, and I think the ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Fuck,
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 31-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard. That's a first down.
And the Jets first down.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards.
On the play.
This nigga ain't even go for the ball.
Jets.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Eason. And incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
How you like this, man? Like this one.
So after after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 22. They go play action with Eason. Escaping the pressure right.
Fuck you!
In the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Matt Prater on for the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating.
Like these niggas not blocking at all. That shit crazy.
He nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On the handoff, this is Breeden. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give to Breeden, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21.
1st and 10.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Oh, that's what everybody on their fucking team big hitters.
20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. at the 19-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Oh my fucking God!
Intended for Preston
Bruh.
Incomplete. Results in a...
Bruh.
4 seconds to go in the half. Here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 34.
What the fuck, man?
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
That shit fuck out me, dog.
Set to kick off.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this.
Why do y'all play like this when y'all playing the fucking Jets, man? It's the game y'all supposed to step your ass up.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
It's like nobody's talking.
Because they've done nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
Oh my God, I hit the wrong, man. I hit the wrong
turnover. This one's intercepted. Picked up near the 34. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
That's my fault. That was
not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on
Cracking,
their team?
man, like
the
a
defense.
fucking egg.
Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Fuck, man.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Come on, man. Get the fuck
Give
out
a
of
little
here.
credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Can't do me like that, man.
From the gun, Eason to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
These defensive
Hey, what? Come on, man. Like, fuck it. It's just meant for me to lose this game, man. Like, seriously.
And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
It's just meant for me to lose this game. There's no other way around it.
Second down, here's Eason. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
At the 3-yard line.
Y'all treat me like that, man.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They'll try and run it here.
Look at this shit here, man.
This end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
This shit blew me out. I'm gonna play this shit.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
57 is the mark. 57. 57 is the mark. 57 is the mark.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. By Bud Dupree leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, so nobody walked
like
that
where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Running past the nigga. You a superstar. This nigga running. X-Factor. You running past him.
Trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
52 is the mark. 52. Blue down.
Operating from the gun, Eason. And that one goes incomplete.
Come on, man. Like, come on, give me a break, y'all.
I may be an
He's
analyst,
something.
but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
On third down, Eason. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off around the 41. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. He's going up top for Herndon downfield.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Eason. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Eason on 2nd down.
And that'll be incomplete.
Eason's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's third.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Eason being chased out left.
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free.
But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
28-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Back now in Miami. Or the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. Tua. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be, don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Second and 12. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. Now Prater to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Jets 34, Dolphins 3. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane. They're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to run with Breida. And this will result in losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
An option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Too slow.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 8, maybe 9, but they're still left with a 3rd and long upcoming.
Brings up 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason is going to find his running back. It's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Yeah.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
So that's not down? I'm about to say.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
I'm trying to run out of bounds.
Put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
What the fuck?
And 5 yards to go.
From the gun is Eason. Got a man. It's Mims. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Graves. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Tonight's final.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with the words that were said. But I get this